What's up, Nick Havocaholics? Back with another video. Let's get straight into it. We're going to talk about the final experiment. You might be asking, what is the final experiment? It's going to be an observation made by a group of people who are headed down to Antarctica to see if there is actually a 24-hour sun in Antarctica in the winter. We already know there's one in the north in the summer. The sun comes up, does a tight little circle, and then gets wider and wider as the year goes on. And then in the winter time, in the winter solstice, the sun is at the most southern point. And if the Earth was indeed a globe, it should do tight little circles in the south, the same as in the north. Should do the same thing. However, this has been highly debatable for many years in the flat earth community. I've been in the flat earth community since 2015. I've pretty much seen and heard it all. I've been through everything. And here's the thing, is when I got into flat earth, that was always the one big sticking issue. However, my excuse for it was always, I don't live in the south. I don't know what the sun does there. I can't vouch for that. I don't know what's going on down there. So therefore, I kind of just threw that out and went with what I could see here in the northern hemisphere. And here in the northern hemisphere, it does the sun does half circles around you. In the summer, it does half circles. They're up closer. The sun's up closer. You get longer days because you get more sun. And in the winter, it goes to the south and it appears to do bigger circles. So if you're in Antarctica and you're looking to the south and you're seeing the sun in front of you doing a circle, it never leaves your vision. It's doing a circle in front of you the whole time. However, at the same time, when the sun is at its furthest point away, it is also lighting countries in the northern hemisphere on the other side of the earth at the same time as it's out in front of me looking south from Antarctica. Hello guys, that throws a major death blow to the whole flat earth thing and the notion that the sun's, going around the flat earth. Well, that doesn't seem to be happening if it's doing a little circle in front of you. However, it's lighting the other half of the earth at the same time. It's got to be a ball. That's the only shape that can really do that. And the globe predicts it. The only question I have is that actually going on in the south? I don't know, because the whole time that I was a flat earther from like 2015 and on, there was never any good video of the 24-hour sun in the south, which made people doubt that it was a real thing because we didn't have any good footage of it. However, here recently, I have looked it up again and there's some pretty good footage. I realize you can fake stuff with AI and everything like that. You can fake pretty much everything. And if they're faking these 24-hour videos from the south, they're doing a pretty good job. A pretty dang good job, because they got me fooled. I know I'll never be able to go to Antarctica. I'll never be able to go down there and actually see the 24-hour sun for myself. However, though, I've been watching Jaron for a long time, probably since 2015, 2016. And I think that guy's pretty honest. I think he's a pretty honest guy. I've seen him torch his own channel with the Christians just to make a point about what he believes, which I thought those were some of his best videos. Jaron, bring it back to the what were you, the iconoclastic person or something, whatever you had made the name up for. Bring back those shows. However, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that if I had to pick out a well-known flat earther to go do this experiment or this observation or whatever you want to call it and come back with accurate information, it would be Jaron. He would probably be one of the ones I would choose. Okay, he's not going to go down there and say, oh my God, the sun is being held up with helium balloons and whatever, you know what I mean? Like he'll come back and just, I have a feeling, he will say it how it is. And if it's doing a 24-hour circle in front of him, that's going to be pretty big. That's pretty definitive. Because like I said, in the past, when I was a flat earther, that was always the one thing I really couldn't make a determination on because I never really saw it for myself. And like I said, there were no good videos of it that I thought were decent. So if they're going to send some flat earthers down there and we're going to get some good observations, maybe even a live stream, wow, I'm all for it. I say do it. And these people, and here's the crazy thing though, is the flat earth community is literally a cult. It's a cult. Like if you go against any of the tenets of the flat earth community, dude, they're on you. They're on you like stink on poop. Calling you names, saying you're this, saying you're that. It's hilarious. It's like this new wave of TikTok flat earthers have come in, and they're going to let everybody know everything. It's like, please, people, you've seen more of my memes over the years than you can even count. They're still showing up in Eric DeBay videos. I haven't made a meme in like 8 years. So anyways, guys, the flat earth community is a joke. It is a complete cult. I simply made the statement, I said something to the effect of, if there is a 24-hour sun in the south, that's going to have to make me rethink my position. And then I get all these, oh, you're a fake flat earther. And people start, listing out all the statistics for the globe earth and how it can't be true. It's like, oh my God, people, like, you're telling me this like I don't know it? You probably got that information from one of my memes. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. I've been here through everything. And I've never been well liked within the flat earth community. I've always been kind of the black sheep, and that's fine with me because I'm not trying to be a part of that. Okay? The flat earth community and Democrats are one in the same. They're one in the same. If you break the rules, you're out. Boy, they'll be on you. They'll yell at you, call you names, call you this, call you that. You're a globetard. You're whatever. They're on you if you go against the flat earth community. And that includes a bunch of retarded shit. Like you have to believe that there were mud floods and giants and fucking the Mandela effect and, oh my God, mountains are tree stumps and all this stupid shit that they throw into it, just like the Democratic Party. They throw all this dumb shit in there nowadays. Like you have to be all into transgenderism and just whatever. Like you're all about putting tampons in the boys' bathroom and stuff because that makes sense. Just like half this shit in the flat earth community doesn't make sense. But if you speak out against it, boy, they'll cast you out. So go ahead, cast me out. Because you know what? I don't want to be a flat earther. Never did. It's just back in the day, it made the most sense to me. Like if somebody had to, wake me up from a coma, walk me outside and say, okay, are you standing on a flat motionless plane? Or are you standing on a spinning, wobbling, tilting ball that has water bending and wrapping to the outside that's sticking on and not flying off? And there's a pressurized atmosphere that lies next to a vacuum that doesn't suck it off because of this magical thing called gravity. I would probably have to say it feels like we're standing on a flat, motionless plane. However, I do recognize the fact that we're pretty small and the Earth is pretty big. And it's going to be hard to make these observations on if it's curved or flat from the ground. It's going to be very difficult. So we have to use other things. And one of the things is you can look at the sun. If there's just one sun and it's doing a tiny little circle in front of you, and at the same time, it's lighting the northern hemisphere on the other side of the Earth, then obviously something has to be wrapping around in some fashion. Or what, you're just going to say there's two suns, or that's a reflection of the sun, or whatever. That's bullcrap, okay? Because I don't think that's a reflection of the sun, or the sun is not rendering itself in a different spot, because when the sun is right overhead, you can feel it. So if that really wasn't the sun right there, then why am I feeling it like it's a heat lamp? You can see it progress throughout the day. The sun's way over there, it's cold. It comes overhead, it gets closer, it gets warmer. It gets warmer during the middle of the day. And then in the evening and at night, it goes further away and it gets colder again because the heat is going away. It's like a little heat lamp. But if it's not really there and it's somewhere else, then how is the heat working that goes along with it? It just doesn't make sense to me. So if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, wow, that's going to make me really rethink my position, which is fine. I'm not married to the flat earth. Like I said, I don't even want to be a flat earther. Okay, because I've been a flat earther for almost 10 years now. And I mean, it's not that much fun. It's just like you don't want to tell anybody because they look at you like you're fucking crazy, which I don't blame them. You tell them the earth is flat after everything we've seen our whole life tells us it's a spinning ball. So, I mean, maybe this is who's the guy's name from Matrix? Cypher? The guy that wanted to go back into the Matrix? He made a deal with the Mr. Smiths to put him back into the Matrix. He ratted out all his friends, put me back in. I want to taste steak again. Even though I know it's not real, I'd still rather live in that world. So this might be my chance to jump back into the globe world. I know people can be like, you're going to sell out, you don't even know your earth is measured flat. And that's fine if you believe that. However, in my mind, the sun doing that in the south just fucks up the whole flat earth map. I know there's no map and there's no working model and all that, and people just act like there isn't that, but the 24-hour sun in the south is really going to screw your shit up, okay? And I'm man enough to admit it, because I just want to know what the truth is. I don't care if it leads me to a globe or if it leads me to the flat earth. Who gives a fuck? How is that going to impact your life if it's one way or the other than you go around saying, I was right, I was right, I was right. I don't care about being right. I want to be right as in I want to know the truth. But going around and bragging to people, I could give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I just want to know the truth, and I don't care about going around spreading the word to everybody, because guess what? A lot of people don't want to hear it, nor do they care, nor can I blame them, because it's not important. It is important. I understand what you're saying. It is important if the whole world cared about it. You know, things would change. But guess what? Nobody cares about it, and we're getting by just fine thinking that it's a globe. So, I don't really know. But these comments here on Jaren's video, wow. Full of copium. These people are full of copium. I'll put right here, I've been a flat earther since 2015, but if the sun actually does a circle overhead while looking to the south, then I may have to admit I was wrong and the earth really is a big wobbling ball with water bending and sticking to the outside. Immediately, so I start getting called names. Within the first 2 words, I get called a name. So flurfy. You're saying that you have no reasons off why you say the world is tilting at 166 blah, blah, blah. He starts naming off all these statistical things. Like I'm even going to read through this giant paragraph of shit. Nobody fucking cares. I read 10 words and I'm like, dude, shut up. Shut the fuck up. So I put LOL. You say all that like you don't think I know it already. Just saying, if you see a sun in front of your face as you're looking to the south towards Antarctica, meanwhile that same sun is lighting countries in the northern hemisphere on the other side of the earth, gives the flurfies one major death blow. Say what you want, but this is gonna hurt. I'm just man enough to admit when I was wrong. Something not too many flurfies have the ability to do, which is the absolute truth. These flat earthers are just as bad as globetards. You're just as bad. You don't want to be told anything new. You don't want to hear anything because you think you know it all already. You think in your head you know it all, and you don't want to hear nothing from anybody. You're the same as a globetard. You're actually worse. You're actually worse because you're not even going along with what the rest of society is doing. You're going off on your own, and then you're totally disregarding any facts or anything that might go towards the contrary. You're just totally disregarding it. Like this guy right here. So you've given up that easily? I put give up? You act like this is some type of a fight or something that I want a certain side to win. I'm not out to fight for anything but the truth. And the truth is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica utterly wrecks the flat earth. You just have to know how shapes work. So yeah, I'm not even going to read through all that. It's ridiculous. You can go to the Jaren's video and read the comments if you like. But it's just ridiculous. It reminds me so much of the Democratic Party. It's like when the Democratic Party was in charge under Biden and everything, it's like their bullshit kind of got by because we had to deal with it because they were the ones in charge. We had to listen to it because nobody could do anything about it. That's kind of how the flat earth community is before this experiment goes down. It's like they kind of have this leg to stand on because there's not really anything out there that can really just shut them up. There's not really any observation that you can go make that shows a curvature or anything. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that can be done or said except for this one thing. This is one thing that is very telling. And it's like, I feel like this is almost like the elections now. It's like, once this happens, it's going to take all of the flat earthers' power away. Just like Trump winning took all the Democrats' power away. And now the Democrats are imploding. They're eating themselves alive. They're making themselves look like retards. Because they're freaking out because they're losing. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing is happening with the flat earth community. The thing hadn't even happened yet and they're acting like they're losing. It's like it hadn't even happened yet. What if they go down there and the sun sets and you guys are all freaking out for nothing? Oh, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I guarantee you if the sun sets, when they go down there, you're going to be singing a different tune. Nope, see, I told you, told you, told you, Globies, told you. But if it does go your way, then I guarantee you're going to say it matters. How much you want to bet? And I really don't care which way it goes. Like I said, I kind of wanted them to see the 24-hour sun. That way I have a good excuse to going back and being a globetard and being a normal person again. Don't have to be a goddamn weird-ass flat earther. Jesus. You understand, man, I hate telling people that I think the earth is flat. Because what good does it do? It doesn't do any good. At first, during the first couple of years, I thought it was all important. I'm going to go tell everybody the earth is flat. And then guess what? I started losing friends. People started calling me names. People started acting like I was weird. They trying to get me fired from my job and shit. So guess what? I don't give a fuck what shape the fucking earth is. Honestly, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I think it's flat. Right now, to this day, right now, if I had to pick A or B, round or flat, I'm going to go with flat. That's what my gut tells me. But I would like to know what this experiment yields. I would like to know what they're seeing down there. Or if they see two suns and one of them splits off and goes to the south and the other one goes to the north or some weird shit like that. Or, oh my God, if the government makes a second sun. I can't believe people are even talking about that like it's a real thing that could possibly happen. That the government fake a sun. What the fuck, people? That's some stupid shit. That's as stupid as looking at a mountain and thinking that that's a tree stump. Or remembering something wrong and blaming Nelson Mandela for it. You're a fucking retard. Grow up. Take some responsibility. Do some real, actual research in your life. Damn. It's like globetards, they believe whatever they see on TV with the rockets and shit, and flat earthers believe whatever they see on YouTube videos from some random guy in his basement. Anyways, guys, that's my rant. I think I've covered just about everything. Good luck to Jaron and the rest of the crew. Hope you have a safe trip. Man, I'm telling you right now, being an outdoorsman and being a hiker and everything, I am totally jealous. I would give my left nut to get to go down to Antarctica, even for 2 days. That would be amazing. Wow, what a place. I mean, that's a place not hardly anybody gets to go. What an amazing trip. I hope they have a good time. Come back with some good footage, some good information, and hopefully, for a lot of us, this can settle it one way or the other. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Just remember, these are all just my opinions, but I could be right.